Hey, it's Maria, and this is Wealth Creation, where we talk about creating wealth, passive income, getting out of debt, financial freedom, and living the life that you want to live. So, today I want to talk about the first thing that you need to do if you decide that you're going to get out of debt. And this is before you make a budget, before you buy a course, before you do anything like that, before you pay one extra penny on any of your credit cards or your mortgage or anything like that. Before you do all of that, there's one very important step that you need to do, and that is to decide that you are serious. It is an inner game, it's a mind game, and until you decide that you're really serious and you are going to change your life and you are fed up with the way things are, you're fed up living paycheck to paycheck and paying this hellacious interest to your credit card companies and lenders, until you really stomp your foot and shake your fist at the sky and say, I am over this, I'm done with it, something has to change, you are not going to change. You might start, but you're probably going to falter. It's kind of like trying to quit smoking or losing weight. You get really mad and you say you're going to do it, and then a few days or a few weeks later, you're right back to where you were because you haven't made that internal change that really takes you from somebody who's always struggling with debt to somebody who's really getting on the road to passive income and financial freedom and investing and all of that stuff. And it's really hard to explain that to somebody who's not there. I know I wasn't there at one time. There was a time that I was in a financial place where I did not know how I was going to buy groceries or keep the lights on or anything like that. And to me, the debt was overwhelming, and my earning power seemed to be so low that I would just be like, it's taking all my energy just to make a few bucks. How is anybody making 5 figures a month, much less 6 figures a month? I was struggling to make like $1,000 a month back then. It was really bad. And it was all about my attitude. And I couldn't see that because I was on that side of the wall. And then when I finally got over, and I can't tell you that I did ABC, I'm sorry, I wish I could. I wish I could tell you that there's some course or guru or therapist that's going to magically send you over to the other side, but there's not. It has to be an internal change. And it has to be a mindset change to, I am doing this. I'm becoming an investor. I'm taking charge of my financial life and my entire life. I am starting to invest money and save money and pay off debt instead of always going from one disaster to the next disaster. You know how that happens. Your car breaks down, and then, your kid has to go to the urgent care and you got to pay cash for that. And then something else happens. And like when it rains, it pours. And there are people who live that way. I used to live that way. One drama to the next. But there are other people who aren't living that way. And you may get a little jealous of them and say, that's not fair. Why do they get to live that way? But it's just because they have a different mindset. And this is absolutely true. Everything I'm telling you is true. They have a different mindset. And so slowly, maybe they always had it, but maybe slowly over time, they were able to change it. So if you're interested in learning more about that and how I did it and how I recommend to do it, I'm not going to talk about that in this video because that's like a whole series of things. But let me know in the comments and I will see about making more videos to help you start to see how you can change where you are right now to start getting to that other place of becoming the person that you want to be as far as your finances and your lifestyle and all of that stuff. But just know that the most important thing that you have to do in order to get out of debt is to change your attitude, because once you do that, things will start to fall in place. That's it for now, and here's to our success.